Welcome back everybody to Forza Motorsport 7, and we're continuing on with the career mode. And yeah, this is the first racing that we're going to be doing in the Forza Drivers' Cup after completing the Masters Championship in the previous episode. And yeah, we're going to be doing the Vintage Sport Compacts, so let's get seeing what this one's all about.
They are fun, lightweight, and great to look at. Let's take a moment and celebrate these sport coupes from the 60s and 70s. Automobiles that were the precursors to today's modern sport compacts.
So yeah, there's plenty of choice in this series. We've got the likes of the Ford Escort RS 1600, Datsun 2000, Lotus Elan, Nissan Skyline, and even more choice than the ones that I've bought already. So yeah, as you can see, plenty of different kinds of cars, all with varying levels of power, layouts, etc. But for me personally, I've gone for the Ford Capri RS 3100. It's got a decent amount of power, 200 horsepower and 210 pounds-feet of torque, and it only weighs 2,302 pounds. Not the lightest by any means, because as you can see, the likes of the Lotus Elan weighs a hell of a lot less, but that has less power, so it's hopefully will even out. But yeah, as you can see by the stats, it's not too shabby. Acceleration is pretty decent, handling and braking isn't too bad either, and the speed is okay. So yeah, hopefully this car's gonna do us pretty well. So let's get out there and see what it can do. So for our first race, we're at Brands Hatch Grand Prix circuit, 2 laps, 2.43 miles a lap. So yeah, let's see what this Capri can do. Hopefully we'll start out strong with this car. It's never a good sign when you don't win in the first race on a series like this. Yeah, we're only at 400 PI in this series, so these cars don't have the most amount of power or speed. It should hopefully be fun. I always find these slower kind of cars more fun to drive and far more exciting in terms of what you can actually do. So yeah, it should hopefully be fun. A little bit cornered there. Oh dear. Beige Datsun getting in the way. The rain does not seem to be affecting our handling too much so far. Squeeze between an Elan and an Alpha. I didn't do too much to the engine on this, just put race cams in it and a race air filter. That's all I did in terms of power. You know, 200 horsepower is hardly anything to sniff at. It's all about whether or not we can use it or not. Far faster than the Elan, which has not been given enough power for this series. He's even down on power on this car when they're both stock, so I guess that should be no surprise. Come on, pass the fair lady. But we certainly do have the acceleration and the speed here. I imagine we're one of the fastest in terms of top speed. So a lot of cars here didn't have even as much power as this when stock, so. Hopefully that means I do have the power advantage, though whether or not when it comes to handling, I doubt we're going to be the best. Because this was hardly a brilliant landing car when stock, so. Oh! If that finish line was a couple of metres further ahead, that would have been a 5th place finish, but 6th place is all we're going to do in the Capri for our first race. So yeah, not the best sign that we're going to do well in this series, but you know, could have been a lot worse, could have been way down in the towards the bottom end of the grid, but yeah, there's certainly potential in this car. It's certainly got speed, certainly got acceleration. It's just the handling that's a little bit on the letdown side, but you know, that's what happens when you have speed. Plenty of speed and plenty of acceleration, you're bound to have handling be a little bit worse for wear. But nonetheless, it's a solid position. We've certainly had worse starts, so yeah, let's get on to the next race. So for our second race, we're at Bernese Alps on the Stadtplatz reverse for 3.08 miles per lap, and there are 3 of them. So yeah, this should hopefully bring out the best in this Capri in terms of speed and acceleration. So yeah, let's get going. So yeah, a bit of a lackluster placing in the previous race, but let's see if we can make up for it at least. So we've got a better start this time round. Stuck behind that Datsun. Necessary braking from that skyline there. Plenty of speed on the go now. Nearly 130 there. Quite have the power up the hill. As soon as we get off that, we're laughing with the speed. Far better position than we were in the previous race on the second lap. Obviously we've got another lap as well, so plenty of time to catch the LAN up front. Big jump there. Far more airtime than I was expecting. That was entirely my fault there. Just trying to get a little bit too fast into the corner. Come on, get up the hill, stop slowing down. That line is packing plenty of power. Massive amount of airtime once again. Open up a big lead over the likes of the Lotus there. There we go. Finally made up for that race in the previous on the previous track, which should hopefully move us up at the leaderboard a fair bit. I don't think it will move us up into first place, but should hopefully get into at least the top 3. Where are we? Yeah, second place. Moved up 4 places, and we're only 105 points now behind that Elan that we beat into second place. So yeah, I'm going to personally save the replay just because I want to see it, especially in terms of how high we got up in terms of that jump that we got airtime on twice. So yeah, let's move on to the final race for this episode. So for our final race this episode, we're at Sonoma Raceway for 2 laps, 2.52 miles a lap. So yeah, quite a twisting kind of track, but there are some fast sections, so yeah, this could be quite a close race. So yeah, let's get going. See if we can once again get a good start in these first few corners. Right through the middle of them 2 cars then, that's pretty solid on my part. We're in a solid position. First place overall is only in second, so if we can get into first and knock him down to third, we'll hopefully gain some major points in terms of shortening his lead. overestimated my car's handling there a bit, so that's why we grazed the land, but we didn't knock him off the track or anything, so he's alright. If he gets knocked down to 4th, that would be extremely helpful. Looking unlikely though, because that Mazda is not the fastest thing in the world. A bit of understeer there. The two orange and black cars leading the race as we come up to the second to last corner. Hopefully the Elan will stay in 3rd, looking like he will. Yeah, so that's going to help us in terms of moving up the leaderboard. It shouldn't move us up into 1st place, but it will certainly put a dent in his overall lead. Because like he said at the beginning, it was well, at the end of the last race he was 105 points ahead, so yeah, now we've gained, oh, we should actually be able to overtake him. There's 120 points extra because the Elan, well, 180 points extra on our part because the Elan dropped into 4th place. That Mazda actually came through in the end. Massive surprise there. So yeah, we'll move into 1st place now as we finish this episode with a 75 point lead. Yeah, that's a big surprise. I was not expecting that Mazda to be able to pull it out of the bag and overtake the Elan because, yeah, it's not the fastest car in the world, that Mazda. It had barely any horsepower even when stock, so. But yeah, it's managed to do us a great deal of a favour there. So yeah, as we end this episode, and we'll be going into the next episode, we're in 1st place overall so far. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.